Hey guys, on this video I managed to put my hands on a new Striker skiff from Nirvana Watersports. If you saw my old skiff, the black skiff with a 6 horsepower Idea, this is basically the same skiff. It's just black color. I like the black. What I'm doing is trying to show you guys from the beginning to the end exactly how I installed the seat, the swivel seat that I put. I also want to show you how I install the transducer, the Garmin Striker, also my shelf where I put my tools. I have pliers and knives. I'm just going to show you some details exactly how I did it. I had some questions on some of the comments, and I said, you know what, if I can get my hands again on one brand new Striker skiff, sell my other one, then this one you can take a look at it and you can see exactly how I did it from the beginning to the end. I also picked a 6 horsepower Yamaha. The 6 horsepower Idea was fine, but I was topping around 12 miles per hour. I'm not sure if it was the design of the motor or if I was cavitating on my Striker skiff, but this is Yamaha. Should get me around 15-17 miles an hour. At least that's what I'm hoping. So yeah, stay tuned. If you have any questions or any comments after the video, just put the comments below and I'll try to answer as I go. So here it is. It's the brand new Striker skiff by Nirvana Watersports. I was able to pick this one up, I would say 3 weeks ago, but I've been so busy I had not had the chance to work on it. Instead of me start to drill holes or install things in the skiff, I waited for a good day like today, sometime, you know, a day that I have some time to go and explain to you guys how to install these things. For example, the swivel seat, my toolbar that I usually see here in my old kayak. I also have the 2 rod holders in the back. So yeah, I decided to just go with this brand new Striker skiff with nothing being done, virgin, and show you guys exactly what I did. So stay tuned. Here are some of the tools and accessories that you may need for this rigging. If you see, there's just a bunch of common tools that you can find laying around anywhere. Nothing special. So yeah, here we go. Oh, by the way, yeah, don't ever forget the rubber mallet. This one is always needed, so just keep it handy. Okay guys, in all seriousness, you don't need much, to be honest with you. You just need a power drill. That's going to be making your life a lot easier. You also need a set of drill bits, maybe, you know, also obviously a measuring tape, a blade maybe just in case, something to mark with. This is my 1/4 inch set, so I mean, if you have a 3/8 or whatever, it's fine. It just makes your job easier. A couple set of pliers just in case. You don't need a digital caliper, but I just have it there in case you want to make precise holes. But yes, nothing fancy, just regular things laying around. If I find something else that I need during the installation, I'll let you know. Okay guys, so the first thing that we're going to be working on is going to be with the lid right here. This lid is going to be converted to hold the swivel seat. That's the only downside of this particular skiff, that this is very you can see flex with the weight. I'm only 175 pounds, but still, if I sit on it, you can see where it flex a lot. Not sure if you can see it, but we're just going to make this stiffer, and we're going to put a hinge on it, and we're also going to put a latch in the front. That way you have 2 hinges in the back, latch in the front, and basically just go to a marina, and these are the hinges that I picked. There are different styles, obviously. This is the ones that I had on my old one, and they work great, so I'm going to install them on this one. And then this is the rubber latch, also from any marina. You can Google it. The only thing that I have to do on this one that was a little bit painful, you have to drill that top hole a little bit bigger. That way you can use the same screw that you're going to take from here. You're going to drill that, you're going to use the same screw, and it was thicker than the previous hole, so that was a little bit challenging. So again, yeah, we're gonna use the same bolt as this one over here that have this bungee to hold the lid down. Just take the bungee down, take it off. Again, use the same bolt to put your latch. I'll grab the same bolt that you already had, just find the hole, just tie down. You don't need much, rather the hatch is already installed. This is the top portion. Now we have to do the bottom portion, that is this right here. So the first thing you have to do is try to measure exactly where you want it. It's gonna be lashing over here. So let me do this. I need 2 hands on that, so give me 1 second. Hey guys, sorry for the back noise. I had some neighbors doing some work out there, but same thing. Now we're gonna do the hatch. We already put the latch in the front. Now we're gonna do the hinges, sorry. So same place over here where you have this bungee cord that comes from the factory. Just take those bolts down or out, put them to the side. Can use more than I only use one bolt, and it's this one right here. Same bolt right there is the one that I use. So the same one that comes from the factory, I'm gonna utilize. So all I did is get the same screw back in. Again, this is we're talking about simplicity. If I was doing this without recording, I bet you I was gonna be halfway done through it right now. So tie down. Again, there are different type of hinges. This is the one that I picked. This one comes with a rubber plastic back. So now all we have to do is just drill a hole over here and put it there. Let me try the other side now. Okay, now this is gonna be the most important part as well. You can try, I bet you there are different ways to do it. You can put bolts going that way, but the problem is when you're doing that, you have a lip back here that's not gonna allow you to have the bolt going through. It's very hard to explain, but the way to do this is you have to do it from the inside out. So all you have to do, you be very sensitive and feel the drill, because you want to drill that way until you hit the second spot of plastic. I don't even know how to explain, to be honest with you, but it's very simple. But I use these ones. It's a little bit too long, I think, in my opinion, but they work great. So let me show you how that works. We're gonna use a drill bit. We're just gonna mark it in place exactly where you want the screw to go in. I know I passed there one. I can keep drilling if I want to the next part, but instead I'm just gonna stop there. I'm gonna do the other side now. There, now I know they're marked. Now I can drill all the way through, but don't drill here, because again, if you drill all the way, it's gonna drill here too. So stake it out. It's gonna be very hard to show you guys, but let me see if that works. Make sure you don't drill your hand. You see it went through the other side already. If you're drilling here, it's gonna go through here. You don't want to do that. Same thing with this hole. Again, this is plastic. It's not that hard to drill. Okay, so now you want to do is you want to come from here, from the inside out. So we're gonna put the screws from the inside. We're gonna put a washer, screw. Again, screws can be different sizes, whatever you want. In this case, this is what I have laying around, so this is what I'm gonna be using. Okay guys, hopefully you can see it, but that's what it's supposed to look like at the end of the day. Again, you just want to have the head the flushest you can, because that's going to sit against this over here. So let me do the other one and keep with the process. Okay guys, so here it is, both of them already installed. Takes some time, but it's okay. Install the lid, lock it in place. Now this is gonna match with the hole back here. What you have to do is just put your plastic, if you have plastic on them. If they don't match, again, all you have to do is push it down a little bit, the pressure, and it's ready to go. Now all I have to do is just put washer and bolts. Same thing here, washer and bolt. I mean a nut. Again, the reason I'm not giving you sizes or wrenches or sockets or whatever, because again, you can use whatever screws works better for you and whatever you have laying around. Just tie it down. If it's spinning inside and it's not tying down, then of course you have to open it and hold it, but it should tight. Like this one is spinning a little bit, this one got tight hard. This one's still spinning a little bit, so let me open it. I'm halfway there. I hold this screw from the inside with a Phillip head. That's what I'm using. Now I can tie it down. There you go. I'm all set. You don't need much. If you want, you can put more screws, but 2 of them is enough. Okay, one thing that I learned is I want things to be tight, especially here, the tank, my tackle box, or whatever I'm gonna put back here. I don't want to be going around. So the same bungee cord that you have here before, you can just fit it through here and use it to hold stuff. So let me do that right now. It's gonna be a little hard because the cord is thicker than the holes on the hinges, but give me 1 minute. Perfect guys, I was able to do the bungee cord. Now I can go there, but if you want, you can put something here while you're traveling. It's not gonna go away. You can just tie things to it. Yeah, I didn't have that on the other one, but things that you learn as you go. Now it's not gonna go nowhere. Again, you can tailor things over here, you can tie things over here if you want. So just one of the ideas. Okay guys, now we're gonna be doing the Garmin Striker. At least that's what I have. Obviously every transducer is gonna be different, so you have to see what you have. But mine is the Striker. I will put the description below. I can remember exactly the model. Yeah, I just made this Keenstar board base, and this is my transducer bracket. I cut it just to make it flush. It was a little longer. I don't need that long, because what happened is this skiff comes already with holes over here with welded nut. They're welded to the plastic. They're M6 metric. So what I did is I used the same pattern of this. That's where I use my caliper, my digital caliper, just to drill some holes on this King starboard right here. And all I have to do is just put it in place and get it to go. Like I said, this is where measurement has to be perfect.
Because if not, the holes are not going to be even where you want them. So after tight a little bit by hand. The good part of this is out of the water. I can lift it up when I'm out of the water. It won't get scratched. It's a tight fit.
Now it's there. It's not gonna go nowhere. Now my transducers right here. I'm just gonna put the screw, the crust, everything, and I'm ready to go. You see, the cable is gonna go inside. I'm gonna show you that later on, but hopefully you guys can see. I'm not sure. Everything's dark over here, and it's kind of far away, the camera. Let me get closer. Okay, guys. This is the part that I use the grommet. I went to Lowe's and got this grommet. You just have to find now a drill bit. So all you have to do is basically, obviously, fish the end of the cable, a long cable. Just fish it through the grommet, and we're gonna, obviously you don't want to have it here, you want to have it inside, so you're gonna need 2 hands for that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a hole over here. That way the cable goes inside the hole, it's not exposed outside. Also, the reason that I drill the hole here and not here, so you don't see no cable, somebody will think, oh, I will put it here, is because when you're on the go, or you have some rough waters, because it's open back here, the water comes in, and sometimes, to be honest with you, if you stand up on the back, water can come all the way to here. So I managed to put my hole here high enough where the water was not able to bother. So again, guys, the option for you is you can put the hole here, anywhere you want. But again, myself, I recommend anything to be above the water level that I'm gonna most likely see. Usually the water's to here, so I'm gonna drill the hole right here. So I have to find a drill the same width of this over here. Yeah, I know it's nervous and nerve-wracking to drill holes on a new skiff, but after you do a couple of them on different kayaks and skiff and boats, you just learn to live with the pain of what if. But again, you fish the cable through here. It's gonna be hard because I'm gonna have to stick my hand inside there on the hole and try to fish this cable out. There you guys, what you have to do again is just keep pushing it and pushing it inside. Make sure that, I mean, you're gonna feel it going that way. When you feel like it's way out there, take a quick pick, stretch your arm. The longer your arm, the better. There he goes. I have the cable here now.
One person can do it. Obviously 2 hands will be easier. 2 people doing it will be easier.
Okay. Now the grommet just fits in the hole. I have to put some silicone here now. Make sure that it's nice and tight. And it's all set. Yeah, at the beginning I forgot to ask you, mention too, this is one of the most important tools. That makes, this over here makes basically any project easier and pain-free, mistake-free, at least in your brain, until you see. This is the size of the connector. This is the other one that's going to come out through here, so then I can plug in my Garmin when it's mounted over here. So if you see this, it's almost the same size, so you don't want nothing bigger than that. And you find, again, you can find different sizes of grommets, but there's no need to make a big hole if you don't have to. This one over here, you can also drill over here on the side if you want the hole, but I like to have it not exposed, so I'm gonna put it here in the top and hiding it like over here on the bottom over here. That way it's not, it's out of the sight. There's a little curvage here. It's up to you what you want to do. So we're gonna go it right here. Now basically this is the battery. I usually keep it inside here. This is where I keep my battery. So the idea of this is, oh, by the way, yeah, somehow I lost my grommet, so right now I'm gonna install it without grommet, but later on I have to go to the hardware store and find it. So all you have to do right here is basically just oh, it's gonna be a little hard to reach out. Hopefully I'm not moving the camera too much. I see my finger. There's the cable. Cable comes out. This is the cable for the power, and then you have to also use the one for a transducer for the communications for this. Now we have power, and now we have basically both cables over here. All I have to do is go to the store, get the grommet very nice and tight. Just put one in first, put some oil, then put the other one. Grommet goes all the way down here, and the cables are not exposed. It's going to be something like that. The Garmin goes over here. Also, again, it's not needed. This bungee cord, you can eliminate this. You can take this out, just leave it with nothing. But in my case, I find myself that I want to pinch my phone or my drinks over here now. Yeah, it's on the way when you want to open it a little bit. You see, it's a little bit on the way. Oh. But I prefer to have that and be able to, for example, let me see if I can do this with one hand. You go there. I don't recommend to drink and navigate, but you can put it here. Even though the seat is going to be here, it's not going to go nowhere. Okay, the seat. This is the part that needs more detail, and you may need something special. A lot of people are putting plywood. Keenstar board is fine too as well, but the problem with the wood, of course, is that it rots, especially here in Florida and the salt water. Keenstar board is great, but again, it's not as strong, obviously, as aluminum. So I did a Keenstar board, and it worked fine for me for a while, but then I decided to do an aluminum plate, and this is what I came up with. This is a 1/4-inch aluminum plate, very strong. And the reason that you want to do that is, again, because if you put the seat here in the front or anywhere on this plastic, it's just gonna give. But with the aluminum, it's gonna be riding over here on the sides of this mount, so it's not gonna give on you. This aluminum, I can stand up on it. I mean, this can hold 250 pounds, I bet you, easily. So the idea is basically use wood if you want to. I don't recommend, again, use a Keenstar board if you can find it, but if you need some aluminum and you can find it, fine. If not, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Nirvana Watersports, and we are able to provide a plate like this. The good of this plate, again, is this aluminum. It's not gonna corrode. Strong, very heavy. This one is painted with a black. I don't know if you can see it, but the color, I think it's a Harley Davidson black. So it's the same paint that they use. It's the same paint that they use for the Harley Davidson components. So yeah, just find the spot that you want it. We can make this for you. Again, this is not square, this is taper, so it's taper, but at the same time I put a radius over here on it. That radius is very good in case you're not gonna cut yourself when you're in the water, or if the line for whatever reason hits you while you catching a fish, it's not gonna cut off. So yeah, just find a space where you want to drill this, and it's ready to go. I make the measurement basically to mount it over here in the middle. This is where I had it before, but after talking to Nelson, it makes sense too that it's the more you sit to the front, the better maybe the skiff is gonna plane. Since the motor's on the back over here, then you want to keep your weight over here, so then you're more balanced on the weight, and maybe my skiff is gonna plane better. So instead to drill it back here in the middle, where you can do it too as well, I mean there's no way wrong, I guess, but in this case I'm gonna mount mine here all the way to the front. The only problem doing that is it's a little bit outside. You're talking about maybe 1/8 outside, but it's fine, it's not that bad. So all you have to do is just line it up, drill the holes, and basically put your seat base. Another thing, guys, is please spend the extra money, don't worry about it. Go with stainless steel screws and nuts. If it's not stainless, especially here in Florida, you're gonna have problems. So yeah, when you go out there shopping and buying screws and bolts, especially here in Florida or anywhere you have salt water, just spend the extra, go with stainless steel. It's not gonna corrode. Okay guys, now again, after you have it centered and exactly where you want it, just go ahead and drill. I have to get my DeWalt since my other, I forgot to charge the battery on it. On this one you can just drill all the way down. Something that I did wrong, maybe sometimes you just drill one time, put a screw there, that way you know that the plate is not going to move around. But I knew that the plate cannot move around, so I kept it, you know, on the spot. But again, if you're not confident, what I recommend to do is just drill one hole, then just put a screw. Oh, I don't have nothing. Just put a screw down. I make my holes very tight tolerance, so all you have to do is just screw it down. That way you know the plastic is not, that you know the plate's not gonna move when you drill in the other holes, and then it's not gonna be even. So this is basically what you end up with. You end up with 4 holes on the plastic and 4 holes on the aluminum plate. Okay, all you have to do now is just put the base of the seat in position, and you're ready to go. So this is basically what you end up with, 4 screws or bolts. Same thing back there. Again, you can put a bigger plate, bigger screw. This is what works for me in the past. I don't see why I have to do more, or at least this is what I have for right now. Maybe later on I can buy longer screws, because I have another idea on making something here, and I will show you that in the next video. Now again, Bass Pro Shop have these seats you can find in different places. You mount the 4 screws on this base. This base comes with this other base. All you have to do is install it now. It's very simple. So now I got a swivel seat and I am ready to go. But that's how easy it is. Let me climb on the skiff and let you see how it goes. Here I am in front. I'm already sitting down, turning around, able to control my motor. I don't have to extend myself or nothing like that. Tiller back and forth. I like this position a lot, because I mean, if I have to work on it now, I have more space back here. Before, the seat was like way out here, so I was limited on walking back here. But now I have, I mean, I usually keep my fuel tank here, so but if I have to work on the motor or anything like that, I have more space. Forward, this is something that I'm gonna improve. Neutral, reverse, so I'm gonna improve this shift here. That's gonna be a future project, but usually on this skiff I'm sideways. I'm usually around 10 or 11 o'clock position. Very neat. And to be honest, guys, we're almost halfway there, or past halfway, to be honest with you, because right now all we have to do is just mount the accessories. For example, this jag attack, Pro-Am pan, I don't know what exactly what it's called, but usually it's to hold your camera or any accessories. I usually mount this one here on the side. Then of course, again, I have my Garmin over here that I made this base. Okay, this is the Garmin Striker 4, you can see right there. So I make this base, and then this is my own made up tool kit. So okay guys, and all you have to do for this is, after you have your own base or whatever you're going to be making, use a 6mm bolts, put it whatever you want. I like mine in front, so you use the same nuts that are already in the H bar. Just put it whatever position you want, screw it down, and you're ready to go. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I doubt it. Let me mount it over here. So it's tedious but simple. You just have to align the holes. Make sure the holes are aligned right there. There you go. Simple as that. Just tie it down. You can see how I countersink over here. That way you can put your socket in it with no problem. Tie it down and you're ready to go. Then, like I say, tomorrow or whenever I go to the hardware store, all I have to do is basically put a grommet right here. Cables are coming from the back here, so I don't like to see them. Connect it and get power. It's very simple. Battery again goes inside here. Next step is my shelf that I made. Again, Keenstar board. Just drill some holes here, whatever size you want. Doesn't have to be fancy. It's whatever you're gonna be holding here. Again, same thing. Just use the same nuts that are inside right in the trail on the H bar. Find it, locate them, tie down. Very simple to go. It's flying. Just tie it down. Now I can connect. I can have my pliers here. My other pliers here. Then I can usually have this over here with some black tape and a screwdriver. Again, just whatever you can fit there. That looks good. Okay guys, all we have left right now is my 3 rod holders. 2 of them they go on the back. They came basically with a Striker when I purchased it. So yeah, you got 2 of them on the back, and then you have this one on the front. These ones are simple to install because, again, all you have to do is just whatever you want to mount them. I put them on the back. 2 of mine I put them on the back, but if you want to put them here, that's fine. All you have to do is line up the 2 screws right here, or the 2 bolts with the 2 nuts, even on the front if you want. That's the good part of this skiff. You have tracks there, tracks here, tracks here, track here, track over there as well, and 2 more on the back. I mean, that's insane. I have 7 tracks where I can choose from. That's a blessing. I can tailor this whatever way I want. If I want to have the back more open, then I can put my 2 fishing poles here in the front, my 2 fishing rod holders, or my 3 if I want them, or I can put them on the side or whatever. But for me, I prefer to have the front as open as I can, so I put my 2 rod holders right here. So that's going to be my next step. Okay guys, so let's say for example I want them right here, and not for example, this is exactly where I want them. All you have to do is just see how your fishing pole is going to line up. So they're going to be sticking up a little bit. Find the first screw.
Yep. So it's just tricky, not hard, just tricky. And release a little bit, lift it up. Next screw, or bolt. Just line it up with a hole. Go down. Again, the beautiful part is, you're not stuck in one position. You can have them there.
You can have them installed in the front. You can push it backward, forward, or whatever you want. Before I do that, I want to make sure that these 2 screws that holds the rails are nice and tight. They come like that from the factory, but you always want to snug it. You see it was a little bit loose, now it's snugged. Same thing with the one back here. Now it's snugged. Put my holder. You can put your fishing pole here, but again, you can adjust them later on if you want to. So I'm just gonna tie them right here right now. And basically do the same thing on the other side. So again, the good part of this is just line it up. A little crappy. Line it up and ready to go. Okay, now I'm gonna install my clit. This is a Jack Attack clit. Again, it's just a way to you for, you know, a tie any lines, or if you're on the dock or anything like that. In one of my previous videos, I explained that I try to keep everything on one side of the boat. A lot of people say, oh, you're gonna make it unbalanced, but again, you're talking about maybe 2 pounds, 3 pounds right here. So you're talking about small accessories. I don't mind to keep them on one side. Reason why, because if I want to handle a fish, I want to have one side that's usually going to be that side that's going to be wide and open and nothing in the way. So my clit, my Garmin, my tools are going to be usually on my right side. That's the hand that I use the most, and I want to have everything that access right here very easy. And to fish, all I have to do is just make the fish go this way. That way I can land it and I don't have nothing on the way. So the clit, what you have to do is basically you have to loose this. There are 2 bolts inside here, or 3. In this case, there are 3. 1, 2, and 3. You can lose 2 of them and leave this one on, because you see over here, all you want to do is just lift this up. That way you can put this clit inside, slide it whatever you want. You may have to take 2 of them out and put them inside. That way you have 2 in the front, 2 in the back, in case you have to use them in the future. But yeah, let me show you how it's done. Okay, so now that it's loose, you lift it up. You can just get the cap out. Again, take whatever you want. You can take all 4 of them, because the clip goes all over in the front. Most likely I'm gonna take all 4 of them. I'm gonna install them back again. So all you have to do is just find the hole, put it on the front, fish one by one again. Again, this is your own preference, I guess you can say. In my case, this is my preference. I already did it once and I like it. Okay, now before you tie everything down again, and the clit is already inside, you can see it here, it's already inside. Want to make sure that you put the cap on. Now all you have to do is just play with this a little bit, find the hole. Don't tie them hard yet, because you want to do all 3 of them first.
This may be tricky. You just have to fish them. Be patient.
Beer helps that patient thing. So, or any adult beverage. Don't tie down hard.
Oh, wait. This is the camera mount. I still have to put the cleat. My bad. Okay. So again, this is about preference. You can have the cleat on another side, but again, like I mentioned before, I want to keep all my accessories on one side of the skiff. So I'm gonna put the cleat on the front, and then I'm gonna put my mount and go from there. Now, this is all you have to do now is just tie it wherever you want it. It will slide inside the track. Tie it down. It's ready to go. Same thing with the camera. Just find the position that you want it. Tie it down. You're ready to go. And then this is the last one that we have, and this one I like to mount it here in the front, so if I'm navigating I can just put it there, tilt it anywhere I want. It's a quick, easy, nice way. It's out of the way and it's in front of me. So again, just make sure that you see where this one have like a little ramp, where that one doesn't have the ramp as much. No, this one have both. The sides are the only place that is one flat and ramp, but over here you have two little places, so you can do it either way. Just put it whatever you want right here, tie it down, and now you're able to put your... Yes, here it goes. This is the finished project on my Striker skiff that is now powered by a Yamaha 6 horsepower. This is a 2020 Yamaha. About 10 hours or so. I just got it from this guy, and looking forward to see how she performs out there in the water. Today, like you saw, we did the installation of the transducer, the swivel seat, my Garmin Striker, also my tools. I did the front latch, also my hinges on the back. This time around I did a little bit more improvement. I kept my rubber, my bungee cord in the front and on the back as well. Here's the one on the front. Put all my accessories, and yeah, I'm basically now ready to hit the water. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know. I can help you with any questions you may have. Thanks for watching. Tie lines and have fun. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like my channel and my content, please subscribe and please hit the like button. Thank you. More videos to come.